How are we doing, everybody? Continuing on with our thoracic rotation series, this variation is going to be from quadruped, all right? It's commonly called thread the needle, but there are a lot of different ways to do this to not only make it more suitable to you and your needs, all right, but to make it either easier or more challenging. We're going to go through all of those variations right now. So, to start off, define the position. Quadruped. Quad means four, ped, how many feet are on the ground? 4 feet or 4 points of contact on the ground. Like an animal is quadruped, a human is bipedal. All right, so we're on our hands and our knees, not to overcomplicate something simple. All right, your baseline movement for thread the needle from the hands and the knees, you're taking one hand, reaching it between your arm and leg, really reaching and rotating around your mid-spine, and then rotate on up. Reach and rotate. Rotate on up. Reach through. Rotate on up. Okay? That's the baseline move. For some people that works great. For some it's too strenuous. For some it's too easy. Here are some more variations for how to regress and progress that. Alright, so to start off, if the thread the needle movement is too challenging, we're going to start taking pieces away from it. Alright? You're going to set up in your 4-point stance again. What I want you to do now is just focus on the reach underneath. Reach under, really reach, and come back up. Reach under, really reach, and come back up. Okay? If your shoulder's bugging you or your neck's bugging you and reaching up towards the ceiling causes some sort of discomfort or is limited in some way, don't do it. Just focus on reaching under. Guys, next up, we're going to work on progressing from just reaching under in the thread the needle to starting to rotate up towards the ceiling. Set up in your 4-point stance. What we're going to do now is reach underneath, same as before, only as we come up through, we're going to place our hand on our chest. Keep our hand on our chest as we start to rotate back up. Okay? Reach down and through. Pull your hand to your chest. Rotate up and look eyes up to the ceiling. Okay? Progressing on even more. If you can start to reach, then this next variation might be for you. What we're going to do is take our hands and put it in the small of our back. All right? Now we're going to involve the shoulder blade and the scapula a little bit more, which is very intimately connected with thoracic rotation. Hand behind your back, we're going to rotate down and then rotate up, really pinching that shoulder blade back as we open up. Hold through your breath and come on back out. Okay? From there, once that's easy, if you can do our quadruped thoracic rotation or thread the needle with your hand behind your back, you would progress to the baseline with the reach and then throwing the hand up, okay? We can make it more challenging from there with 2 other variations. First and foremost, we're gonna take our hand and we're gonna put it behind our head. Now it's gonna work the shoulder blade and the scapula a whole lot more. Rotate the elbow down towards the stationary hand. Look at the elbow as you rotate up and come on back down. Repeat for your prescribed sets and reps. Always taking a breath in and out at the top. Once all those other variations of quadruped thoracic rotation or thread the needle have become easy, we can really start to work on the active portion of it, the more strength portion, rather than using gravity to help pull us into that rotational movement by sitting back and locking out our hips and low back. All right? This variation is good for 2 reasons. A, if you have some sort of low back issue going on and rotational movements bother it, by sitting back, we lock out any ability to really rotate through our middle back, so it takes that out of the equation. Secondly, because of the reduced range of motion at the low back, we have to increase demand at the middle spine, all right? And it's also going to make it more of an active mobility drill for scapular retraction and thoracic rotation. Sitting back on your hips, you can do it with your hand behind your back. You can reach, thread the needle, and rotate up, or you can take your hand behind your head. Rotate down, rotate up. Rotate down, rotate up. For all of these variations, we want to move through the maximum range of motion we can without pain that's outside of your comfort levels. We want to take a breath at the bottom and the top, and we always want to move slowly and in control with good intent. All right? Shoot for, again, 10 to 20 repetitions per side, per set. Good luck.